Welcome to Beyond Boundaries, the podcast where we explore the frontiers of science, technology, and the future of humanity. I'm your host, Eki Kurniawan, and today we're diving into a fascinating and complex question of settling outside the Earth. Is it possible? I'm accompanied by our expert,
Dody.
Mr. Dody, and we will explore why we might want to do it, what it entails, how it can be achieved, and the pros and cons of such ambitious endeavor. So, let's start with why, Pak Dody. Why should we even consider the idea of settling outside the Earth?
Yeah, actually there is a several why that we can explore regarding to settling the possibility living outside the Earth. So I think the first one, because the matter of the survival of the species. First and foremost, the survival of the human species. I think the Earth is vulnerable to a variety of the existing threats, probably such as asteroid impacts, the volcano problem, eruption, nuclear wars. So by establishing the human colonized to other planets, we can create a backup for our civilization. Another possibility and why we should explore the possibility living outside planet, because the matter of the scientific exploration and discovery. So the scientific exploration and discovery would provide parallel opportunities to conduct scientific research in new environment, potentially leading to the groundbreaking discovery about the universe, especially in our solar system, and even the possibility we know the origin of the life that until now probably we still a lot of the assumption of the Big Bang theory. Probably if we are explore the life outside the Earth, I think it can also give our knowledge about the origin of the life.
So, we have survival of the species, and then we have the technological and economic benefits. And what else? Are there anything else that really push us why we need to do this other than the survival of the species, which we know that survival of the species, if we do it on Earth, we take a good care of our habitat currently, maybe it is better. We know this place, we know the Earth, we know the oxygen, we are very familiar with the situation. Why should we go out and venture into the unknown?
Yeah. Oh, as you know that this is about the science fiction probably at the beginning, but I think on the latest technology, it's more on the how we are manage our resource on the Earth actually. So actually there is also the technological and economic benefit if we are try to explore life living outside the Earth. So I think the challenge of space colonization could drive the innovation and lead to the new technologies that have the application on Earth. And also the additionally space resource such as mineral from asteroid. You know that previously there is a research since the mineral resource in Earth is depleting and also costs a lot for the mining cost is the cost is a lot. So there is a potential to get directly from the asteroid the mineral. So it also can be potential get the mineral from the outside the Earth. Yeah, lastly, the space settlement can inspire and unite humanity. The idea of exploring new worlds and pushing the boundaries of what's possible can foster a sense of a global unity and a purpose, I think.
Okay, so we have the survival of the human race,
Yes.
and then we have the scientific exploration and discovery,
Yes.
and then the technological and economic benefits, as well as the inspiration and aspiration. This is to go beyond our limit currently.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So shall we move on to what does this mean? What does this space settlement actually mean? What is it? How will it be? How will it look like? What is exactly the space settlement outside the Earth, Mr. Dody?
Yeah, you know that the history of space settlement concept is not new. I think since the beginning of the 20th century, there is a lot of the researchers. It's like when you can read the book of from the Arthur C. Clarke, and then the H.G. Wells, and also the Gerard K. O'Neill about the space habitat. I think there is I mean the think on the human race that there is a possibility we settling the life outside the Earth. And about your question about what does
the
space
okay, settlement entail?
Yeah, I think it's more and about the habitat construction.
Okay, so we will be having a new living space, so-called the habitat constructions. Okay,
and then also the how, I think is on the how we support the life outside the Earth. It's about the life support system. Yeah, you know, that's probably different
temperature, gravity,
and then other crucial that cannot same on the Earth. We have to supply oxygen. Probably we have to also remove the carbon dioxide, provide the water, also the produce the food. So current research focus on the closed loop system that recycle the air, the water, and the waste. And also we also should detailing more on the transportation. Is another major component that we need reliable and affordable means of getting people and supply. I mean, you know, it's not you go from Jakarta to Washington or other places. Probably from Perth to Mars, and probably from Uranus is have to think about the transportation. So probably advance in rocket technology, like the Elon Musk do, the SpaceX, Starship, and making the feasible transportation from Earth to the other planet. Also, the third one is the sustainability. Yeah, I think sustainability is the key. Space colonies must be self-sustaining, producing their own food, energy, and materials. This include growing crop in space, harnessing solar energy, and using in situ resource like the lunar or Martian soils. Yeah, we have actually a technology to convert energy from solar to fueling our electric, but we have to also diversify our technology to what we call to take the mineral like the lunar or the Martian soil. Perfect.
Okay, so hold on a second. So for the benefit of our viewers, let me recap again. So the issues that will be involved in the what does the space settlement entails will be the first one being the habitat constructions, and then it needs to be sheltered, protecting us from the temperature, having a right gravity, and then having all the necessary support system, the life support systems, which is enabling us to live outside the Earth. And then we also need to address the issue on the transportations, since this will be a long distance from Earth. So we need to find a way to do it in a more economical way, in a more sustainable way, and in a way that that will be reliable and affordable for us. And the fourth one being the issue of the sustainability. So we cannot do this just one time, one off. Then what will happen with that guy? It's
Yes.
like one way ticket, cannot come back again. So we need to ensure there is a sustainability. Whatever we do, it is for the long term, and it has to be self-sustaining, whether it is producing own food or the energy, the materials, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So these are the four main issues that needs to be addressed on the space settlement. So we have talked about the reasons why we need to do this, and then we talk about what are the issues that we will be addressing. So let's now move on to how can we do this?
Yeah.
How can we do this? Do we have the technology now? Are we able to do it now, or will it be in stages, or will it be in maybe not in the near future? How is it actually?
Yeah, I think when we have a question about how we achieve the space settlement, I think we can benchmarking in the Hollywood movies, Bro Eki. So we see that probably when we see the movie in probably it's 70 movie, at the time probably it's not make sense at the time. But when we see 70 movie on the 2000, I think it become obsolete.
The mobile phone, and then
the computer.
Yes. The video call. At the time,
Yeah, I think also we get supported a lot. We have a quantum leap because the computer.
Yep.
So
the microchip revolution,
semiconductor, and right now probably we have get support from AI. It can make a leap for human civilization actually right now. So regarding the how we can achieve, there is several points. That's first is of course the technology innovation.
Yes.
This actually including the developing advanced propulsion system. You can see actually on the Hollywood movie. It's not impossible, but still on our thing. We just grab and implement on the technology. So there is a life support technology. So on the Hollywood movie, you can see that because there is a problem with transportation. So it's like what we call is like technology that can make a lifelong. So from the Earth they are sleeping, right, and then it can be probably 300 years they're sleeping and still alive there.
Yes.
On the capsule. So and then they are fine.
Yes, the hibernating capsule.
Capsule. Yeah. I think it's kind of the life support technology that can also help to transport the human from Earth to the other planet. And habitat constructed techniques, for example, right now is SpaceX reusable rocket have significantly reduced the cost of space travel. I think it's more cheap right now. Also the international collaboration, this is essential. The space agency, private companies, international organizations must work together and share the knowledge, resource, and expertise to together hand by hand break the handicap.
To accumulate the resources, right?
Sure.
Rather than doing it by 1, 2, 3 major countries only, maybe we can accumulate the resources, distribute the so-called task or the jobs, and then coming up as an international collaboration. That's what you mean, I believe.
That's the aiming. And then also about the policy and regulation. Also, this is the critical role. We need the clear framework to govern the space activity, ensure the safety, also address the ethical concerns, including the agreement on the resource, because there is a lot of research on the outer space. you know that the Fa, the iron, is not come from the Earth. It's come from the
space.
outer space, right?
Yeah.
So resource utilization, the environmental protection, and the right of space settlers.
Yeah, this will be a very interesting topic on the policy and regulations, because we know even on Earth we are consist of many countries, many culture, and each culture have their own set of values.
Yeah.
When we go to the space, to outside of the Earth, which set values that will be used to decide right or wrong.
Yeah.
This is the ethical question. How do we settle these differences and everything? This will be a very interesting discussion later on. Other than, of course, incremental steps definitely is something that we need to do. We cannot jump, make a very big jump. This is something. This is a serious matters. It's about life. There is a certain dangers when we venture into the unknown.
Yes.
So need to take baby step, maybe maybe short-term mission first, and then followed by, after we are familiar with it, then maybe a temporary base, then maybe upgrade into permanent colonies, so on and so forth. Yeah. And this cannot be achieved by single countries. I believe this will require the international collaboration. That's very good to hear the insights from you, Pak Dody. So anyway, so there are, of course, as in any topics, there will be supporters and there will be those who are naysayers.
Yes.
So there will be pros and cons of this space settlements. The one who support, they argue that this is something necessary for us, for the survival of the species, that we need to have a backup plan.
Yeah.
We need to have a survival insurance that anything happen on Earth, then we ensure that the human race will still go on in other place. And their other argument will be, this is necessary for the scientific advancements, because we cannot limit the scientific advancement, and by having this vision, having this dream of going to settle outside the Earth, it can give us the motivation to pursue further on the scientific advancement. And of course, the supporters also argue that this is an economic opportunities. Rather than we deplete everything on Earth, let's find something else, and it will create values as well for the people living on Earth. And the last being for the global unity and inspirations. When we have common goal, when we have a common vision, common dream, then the people on Earth
unite.
They can unite, and then they can go to foster the shared purpose and living on this. But how about the cons? Anything that you can share with us on the cons?
Yeah. You have mentioned before. I think it's about the cons more on the ethical and legal issue. I think there is numerous ethical who's drive who, right? Who's drive culture, and also about the such a planetary protection. If you know that previously there is Hollywood movies that actually the human race is act like the alien. So since we are as the try to colonize the other planet, so we act like the alien that is not preserve the other planet. So that's
usually the movie is about we are being invaded, but this time we become the invader.
The invader. This I think is more realistic. So the right of the space settlers and also the equitable use of the space resource. Also, the second is about the cost. I think right
definitely.
Now, the cost is still significant financial investment. So the cost of developing the necessary technology and also infrastructure are very big right now.
And this high cost will translate to how do you distribute the rights
Yeah, yeah.
of living
Yes.
there? Is it the highest payer get the most right, or
That's
again
also
all the
issue.
ethical
Yeah.
questions?
You know that is probably the movie of the Hollywood is about years 2002. Yeah, that is it's like a doomsday,
Oh yeah, yep.
right? So they built the boat, the big boat, and it's and not all the
On the Everest.
yes, and not all the citizen can
Yeah.
get
Get a ticket.
a ticket.
Yeah.
That's also the similar problem there. And also, but the cons is about the risk to human health, yeah, because we don't know the environment there.
Yep.
Probably it pose risk to human health. Also the exposure of the radiation, microgravity effects, and also the psychological challenge of the living isolated and confined space.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the crucial cons that we may find.
So, which side are you, Mr. Dody?
Yeah, I think I'm not on the pros and cons, but I'm more on the neutral to yeah, you may explore the potential there. But parallelly, you also have to think the issue on the cons side. You have to settle the ethical issue before you explore more. I think it's the problem is same like the AI, right?
Yep.
There is also problem the ethical how we drive the AI. But I think it's same like on the exploration outside the Earth, Pak Eki.
Okay. Before we delve into the reasons for the space settlement, it is crucial to consider who should go first. Because why this is important? Because this will be very much influence the outcomes or the success of the missions, and also the safety of the participants. We cannot just simply roll a dice or take from a draw whoever can go. No, it should be pre-selected in the beginning at least. So on this issue, on these matters, can you enlighten us? Who should we consider to go first on this space settlement?
Yeah, I think the first team or the first person I think is the trained astronaut, and also the scientists. So the initial settlers should ideally be trained astronauts because there is a different gravity in endurance. So it must be the trained person, and astronaut is the base person probably. And the scientists they have the necessary skills, the knowledge,
Biologists, botanists,
and then the chemical something like that.
geologists, or also with the what do you call, knowledge on the medical or medicine, because they need to be able to perform.
And also the medical, the psychological person background, right? So it's isolated. And then also the
engineer, obviously.
Engineer,
yes, engineer and
mechanic, technician can support the life there. Yeah, and also the diverse and inclusive team. Yeah, it's not come from the Western, right, or Eastern.
Oh yeah.
One religion. Yeah, you have to bring
mix
the team there.
Yep, because they can bring a lot of different perspective into solving the problem, and then it can enrich also the so-called the view whenever they face any issues. So we are about to come to an end of our today's talk, and so in conclusion, of course, settling outside the Earth is an ambitious and complex goal, filled with both immense challenges and incredible opportunities. But however, while there are significant obstacles to overcome, of course, we know the potential benefits for humanity are profound. As we continue to explore this frontier, it is crucial to approach it with careful planning, take necessary precautions, and it is also crucial to approach it as international cooperation, as a big project for us, the human race, and of course with a commitment to sustainability and ethical considerations. So we have our host here. Thank you very much, Mr. Dody.
Thank you, Pak.
We have our expert, I mean. Thank you very much, Mr. Dody. And I'm your host for today, Eki Kurniawan. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Beyond Boundaries. If you enjoy this episode, please subscribe, rate, and review us on your favorite podcast platform. Stay curious, and until next time, keep exploring the unknown.